So, guys, this is exactly what Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for. That is what he's still fighting for. Nnamdi Kanu was a very tough resistance to the Fulanis. And that is why for them, Nigeria spent, like we heard, they spent more than $10 million to bring Nnamdi Kanu back from Kenya to Nigeria, just because he criticized Tinubu or he criticized Buhari. Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist, while these people are led to move about in the country, buying people, causing all kinds of carnage, and nobody cares. So, guys, I've not seen a country like Nigeria. Why is it that Tinubu does not have the liver to just divide this country if that's what it wants, and just let the North practice their Islam to its fullness and allow the South to be? How can terrorists from the northern part of Nigeria move down to Igbo and begin to buy people? Where is Soludo? Anyway, that is the state where they will start from, because they know that Soludo will tell you that all the attacks happening in Igbo land is caused by Igbo. And now these terrorists have come into Ihiala of all people, Ihiala of all communities, Ihiala of all places. That is where these people came and were able to carry out the attacks. They burned down churches, they burned down the church building, they attacked people, many were injured, and one person died. I mean, Nigerians, what is happening in this country? How did we get here? So, guys, you can see the audacity of these people. And that's why people are saying that, see, you cannot even blame Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu was really a defender to Igbo. Now, Nnamdi Kanu has been taken in, see what is happening in Igbo. Nigerians, what is happening? Where are our leaders? Why are they silent? Why have they sold their conscience? Why should we continue this way? That is the question every conscious the Igbo man should be asking. Now, the North is silent. I think it's just time for Tinubu to, either Tinubu makes this country to work or divide this country. I think that's where everybody should be talking now. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.
Now, when they start why they when they follow them, these people supposed to back the up. And that one time in the
Now, with this one, we have lost two vehicles now, and a machine, motorcycles. This is the pastor's house. I was burned down and razed to ashes. And I still think that the car is also burned down. Oh, Jesus. This is the pastor's car. Burned down. Ukochukwu's car. Burned to ashes and the building. Let's see. It's quite unfortunate that at this time in our community, when we are trying to see that we gain back our community, things like this are happening. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite very, very unfortunate. Quite unfortunate is the compound.
You know, the arrogance of the North over this insecurity is annoying me, seriously. How do you blame the whole country for the problem you created? Where is this thing coming from? This insecurity. Who are the bandits, the terrorists? Where are they mostly from? Is it not from the North? Instead of the North to find a way to stop a problem they created, they are trying to use it to blackmail all of us. It's very sad, seriously. I don't see why the North should be making noise over this issue. The very problem they created. We were here when their leaders came out and told us how they brought these people into Nigeria. And the North didn't deem it fit to say, we are sorry for what we have done. We are sorry for bringing this problem to Nigeria. Rather, they will keep blackmailing you and I as if we are the cause of the problem. and we did not find it fit to even give it back to them. The type of politics we play in the South, I don't like it seriously. Because if this thing we are coming from the South here, I know what the North would have done. I know what they would have done. Ordinary alcohol that Obi went to import. They said because he imported alcohol, that the Muslim North will not vote for him because they don't drink alcohol. Can you just imagine? But you that brought terrorism into Nigeria, and we have been suffering of this for 15 years now, you are not ashamed for what you have done. You are not even apologizing to us. Every time you be making noise, if you don't solve insecurity. Who created insecurity? When Jonathan wanted to stop it, it was this same you Northerners that was writing letter, writing everything. You want to kill the North. You want to do this. You know, you are writing memo to international community. Why is it that the North always use this security to blackmail all of us? And nobody can give it back to them from the South here. Who brought this problem into Nigeria? Is it not the North? Is it not the North, for God's sake? Why are we not calling a spade here?
Okay.
Let them stop that thing, please. It annoys me. Let them stop it. Let them face their leaders over there. Let them face their leaders and stop insulting our intelligence. Why should they be talking like that?
Terrorists, Kanu, I greet you. No, me talk say you be terrorist, so na court talk am. But I won't help the court talk am well. You are a defensive terrorist. You are not an offensive terrorist. If you dey terrorize, now your people you terrorize because you want them to fall in line to get Biafra nation. Your own, not to defend your people against the offensive terrorists. And if there's offensive terrorists in any community, you need a defensive terrorist to face the offensive terrorists face to face, to work against the offensive terrorists. That's why I talked one time like this for my post about 3 weeks ago. Say we need more terrorists in the southeast, in the south-south, in the southwest, in the middle belt. It's because terrorists never did for this territory. Now make the terrorists of the north, of Fulani terrorists and the other one, we cross-border terrorists. Now they made them they shine. When each zone get your own terrorists now, when terrorists they fight terrorists, they will go know true. If Fulani truly they are the best terrorists in the world, or they are just enjoying unopposed terrorism, because in future there will be northwest parliamentary region, northeast parliamentary region, middle belt parliamentary region, southeast parliamentary, south parliamentary, southwest parliamentary, middle belt parliamentary. Now so it go be. When all these parliamentary be, then each person go come recognize his own terrorists. Each person go arm his own terrorists. So when terrorists cross border, it will be terrorists versus terrorists. Now that time, now we go come and say, Fulani terrorists, now wow, they don't kill all our terrorists finish. Now that time we go know who go kill each other. This one where they now, they are working under federal protection. They are working with a compromised army. They are working with compromised police stations. They are working with even checkpoints. We no go see them. Whether they go operation, everything they work with them, everything favorable. But by the time all of us come up from under Abuja, maybe that's why they don't want to do the regional now, because they don't want to quick come up from under Abuja, make them finish their work. Now God will deliver us, and God will deliver us. Yes, so defensive terrorists, Kanu, I greet you. God dey your side. Your people still dey your side. If your people forgive you, because now your people you pay more. If your people forgive you, they will go by president. President will release you. Nobody can say you do them anything. That's my own. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, don't know verse. Now we try to read for people and now they follow. Say because I never hear say IPOP dey for Edo State here now. You go keep person for any part of Edo State, IPOP, or you go my state for my state. You go, I know here say IPOP terrorists. You go somewhere, go do something for Southwest, or you go do something for South, or IPOP terrorists go Middle Belt. You go ransack Benue or Plateau. go ransack. Come out one village, put everybody, put Igbo people there, say na weekday. I never hear that one. So that is why Kanu is a defensive terrorist. He dey defend him people. And even they prophesy for the whole of Nigeria. Wetin won't happen, where they happen, where will they see now? Well, God is the ultimate judge. May God help him. As he dey now, he dey alone, he dey suffer. When you see what they do for court, where they do like say, they do rascal, they do stopper. My brother, nobody go there for detention for 1 12 by 12 for DSS room. Where go come out, where in head go normal. In head no go normal. If no be say, a mama give am breast where in brain develop where, he supposed to do the craze. I remember one time like this, they go arrest my electrician. One man give am work, he say he no do am well, he carry police go arrest him. They put him for detention. I just go in workshop. They say they don't come arrest him. What do you do? Now I can't go to the police station. What did my electrician do? Because since I know the electrician, JJ boy, they do. What happen, Oga? He say, somebody call report and say, him parking motor for in place for almost 6 months. By the time he come back, this. Man say, mechanic workshop now parking workshop. The man tell you, say, make you help and lock him up. He no court, may go sue him. He say the boy papa in head no correct. He just the abuser. I say, okay, you go lock yourself for that place. Stay there for 3 days if your hair go correct. So tell me who then lock for stays DSS room for 5, 10 years. They go court like restaurant, they go court like eatery. How in head won't correct? If no picky where they breastfeed well, if you even feel know what they do again. When we go lock, an average person in Nigeria, they craze. An average person in Nigeria, they craze because of what they go on. Many crazy people there for Nigeria because of the wahala way they. If they carry your person now, they look for 10 million. You know go crazy. Everybody they charter himself. Who get land go sell? Who get motor go sell? Who get anything go sell? May they just gather this money. May they free our uncle. May they free my son. May they. How many crazy people terrorists don't create for Nigeria? Defensive terrorists, Kanu, I greet you. The Lord your God will be with you. Because say, defend the poor. Defend the poor. You are defending the poor, your people. You say you want Biafra. And as far as law international concerned, there is no sin in that, no offense. So, God forgive him. Anything we do overdo, forgive him. May no let him die for prison. May come meet us here, JJ. May God bless Kanu as they fight for the masses. For the masses. If they fight for the masses, who they give prophecy for the masses is fighting for the masses. And as I know this show, I come in peace. All Kanu brothers and sisters and wife, do. May God bless you now. In Jesus' name, amen.
Hello and welcome. My name is Magnus Soraka. This is Woto TV. You see, anybody who comes to pretend that he wants to solve the problem of Nigeria and does not, in all honesty, address the Fulani leadership mentality or the Fulani entitlement mentality is not ready to fix the problem of Nigeria. I saw a cleric the other time who was angry about the choice of General Christopher as the new defense minister. He was visibly angry, but I wasn't really captured by his anger. I was captured by the statement he made. He said that Nigeria belongs to them. Nigeria was promised to them, and Nigeria was handed over to them by their father, Uthman Dan Fodio. He said it. He said it loud and clear. And I'm like, oh, so this thing when they talk, not true. Now, we must understand that the Fulanis are not even intending to grab a part of Nigeria. They want all of it. They want all of it. All the chaos we are currently witnessing is a deliberate and anxious, mischievous action towards getting the whole of Nigeria under the control of one tribe, the Fulanis. And until we come to terms that it is time we threw away our petty quarrels, Igbo versus Yoruba, North versus South, and identify the real problem that the Fulanis want to make themselves as a superior being in this country, then we are not prepared to solve this problem yet. For instance, a Fulani man gets to unalive somebody, he is sentenced 15 years, 20 years. An Igbo man commits a lesser offense, he's given life imprisonment. And the person reading the judge even say that they are even helping you. They are helping you because it will have been death sentence. I'm talking about the nnamdi Kanu's case. Then there's the case of Sunday Jackson, somebody who fought to defend himself. And as at the time, the only way he can protect himself is by, unaliving the next person. Otherwise, he's given the death sentence. Which means, in this country, if you are not a Fulani man, and you are accosted by a Fulani man, it better just say, here am I, unalive me. You can see, I heard the other man in Kanu, one video from Kanu saying that out of the 45 local government in Kanu state, only 10 is headed by Hausa people, but the rest 35 is headed by Fulanis. And in all the local government in Kanu state, there is no local government that the Fulani has a higher population above the Hausas. Well, as for that, that's going to be a video for another day. But if you truly want, if you truly want to get the sympathy, then you must start aligning with people that are necessarily not of your religion. Because the Fulanis, for me, I may be wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong, use this religion to bring you together, Hausa Fulani, because the religion knits you together. But in truth, even in the mosque, you are not allowed to be head of the mosque. In your local government, you are not allowed to be head. In your state, you will never become governor. So what's the alliance all about? Brotherhood of superiority complex, or brotherhood of one senior, one junior? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. But you see, if we must solve the problem of this country, we must have a leader that will look the Fulanis in the eye and say, look, we are going to stop this mischief of Fulani, blackmailing the rest of Nigerians to accept their whims. It is either the way they want it or the highway. Well, we must be ready to take the highway with them.
The problem was one word: Obama. Yes, it was a high-profile case. Yes, our government handed down 108 guilty verdicts, Peter, to American organizations and American individuals who raised $12 million to send to fund terrorism. A lot of it was raised on $150 bills, which is the price for a suicide belt to be put on a suicide bomber. So the indictments were issued. That's when Obama won the election. As soon as Obama won the election, his Attorney General Eric Holder demanded and ordered the police not to hand the indictments. And he is the one who shut down the case, and any conversation about the case, any information about the case, nobody was allowed to speak about it. I used to train the FBI. I used to train the U.S. Forces Command, the Special Forces Command, officers heading to the Middle East. By 2009, Obama stopped me and people like me from stepping a foot on any military installation. We were not allowed. Even 2008, as soon as 2008, when he won the election, I was immediately banned from any military institution. So Obama covered up the case, buried the case. His Attorney General stopped the handing out of the indictment to people like CARE, because remember, they are unindicted co-conspirator at the Holy Land Foundation trial. And not only he stopped handing out the indictment, he hired CARE as consultants to oversee and approve the counterterrorism training for our Department of Homeland Security. So he brought them in as advisors and started working with all the people that were listed on the Muslim Brotherhood Project. Like, for example, ISNA, the Islamic Society of North America. They became advisors to President Obama about Middle East policy. So now we have the Fox watching the hen house and speaking policy in the ear of the president. And that's the #1 organization listed in the Muslim Brotherhood Project. #2, the Muslim Student Association now has chapters on American college campuses more than the Democrats and the Republicans combined. And it goes on. NATE, the North American Islamic Trust, which owns the deed to over 90% of American mosques. Number 22 on the list is IAP, Islamic Association for Palestine, which later became CARE, Council on American Islamic Relations. And what did Obama do? Invited them to the White House. We found out White House logs where CARE had over 350 visits to the White House. So you have Obama for 8 years after the Holy Land Foundation trial, doing that, uncovering up for CARE. When we had in 2016, when Trump won the election, and they have an advancement team who went into the Department of Homeland Security, and they were, transition team, looking at offices, changing offices, looking as to what, or different organizations that had offices at the Department of Homeland Security. And we couldn't find CARE. The reason why we couldn't find CARE's office was inside the head of the Department of Homeland Security. So this is how embedded they were.
This sister right here, I think she may be on to something.
Listen, folks, at this point, you can tell that there is some type of psychotic spirit that has taken over our country. Folks are mad that the president is doing what a president is supposed to do. You can tell that we haven't had real leadership, because when real leadership comes along, folks don't know how to handle it. A president's job is to protect his country from foreign and domestic threats. A president's job is to make sure the country is profitable. The president's job is to make sure its country's citizens can live in peace and prosperity. That's what our president is doing. But because we haven't had leadership in so long, people don't know how to handle this. I believe this thing really started. I know it started in the 60s when they had already had the plan to destroy America. But Barack Obama, y'all, he did a number on this country. He used the black man's mannerisms to charm the world. He learned the coolness of the black man. I'm telling you, he learned how to speak eloquently. He came with speeches about hope and change and captivated the world. And right in front of our eyes, blindly, we saw this man usher in all kind of abominations. And then Joe and Kamala patted these abominations on the back. Now we got boys really thinking they can be girls and girls thinking they can be boys. Now we have kids using kitty litter in the school because they identify as animals and that's how they use the restroom. We have kids being castrated at an early age by psychotic parents and doctors. And we have crazy people in the schools indoctrinating children. This is where we are. I don't know if we'll ever be able to recover, guys. This is how bad this is. And they are fighting the president on every front as he's trying to fix this country in its psychotic thinking. They are fighting him.
With all due respect, I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. Islam is not compatible with the Western civilization. Quran is not just a religious textbook, it's a socio-political framework. There are 56 Muslim countries. If you want to live under Sharia law, move to one of those countries. Why the fuck would you move to the West? To a Western country like the United States that you keep saying, Al-Mut al-America. In Arabic, that means death to the United States. Why would you come here? Go live in Afghanistan. Go live in Iran if you like Shia governments. You want to live under a Sunni government? Move to Saudi Arabia. Would you? No, you want to come here, use all the resources, and be ungrateful. Shame on y'all. And I'm not saying all Muslims are bad, but you know that. If you are a good human being, you're not a good Muslim. If you're a good Muslim, it's based on Quran though, don't get it wrong. I'm a Hafiz. When I was in Iran, because I was born there, they forced us to study Quran. So now I'm very knowledgeable about it. I can cite surahs for you. Surah Al-Ma'idah, verse 33. What does it say? It says crucify people that you don't agree with. All the infidels, all the kafirs, all the kuffar. Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah 2, verse 191. What does it say? It says kill people that don't think like you. Prosecute them. People who are preaching anti-Islamic things in the land. Surah Al-Nisa, verse 24. It's the rape verse. It says, when you take over, you can take their wives even if they are previously married. It's okay. They're yours. They're your slaves. Same surah, which is like Surah Al-Nisa, verse 34. It says, you can hit your wives. Wives. Because they believe you can have multiple wives. So it's not compatible with the Western civilization. Now, I hope you understand it. Save your communities. And if you want to live under Sharia law, there are 56 Muslim countries. Get the fuck out and move to one of those countries. Thank you.
Islam doesn't teach us to kill at all.
Well, then you should really read the Quran and the Hadiths and stuff.
You think it teaches us to kill?
It literally says that. I don't know exactly what Hadith. We can even pull it up. But the reality of it is that under proper Islamic jurisdiction, what are they believed to do with apostates?
We are second-class citizens. We have to pay jizya. We are dhimmis, and we have to pay jizya for our protection. From who? From them.
So Hadith 6922, the Prophet said, whoever changes his religion, kill him. Hadith 3017, the Prophet said, if somebody, a Muslim, discards his religion, kill him. Hadith 4152, it is not permissible to shed the blood of a Muslim, except in 3 cases, and a person who reverts from Islam, an apostate, and leaves the Muslims. Is there a punishment that you believe in for an apostate?
What is an apostate?
Apostate for somebody that suddenly, goes from Muslim to being a religious?
No, because that's none of my business. I don't think someone should be punished for not being Muslim or being
so
Muslim.
Then you're against one of the fundamental writings of your religion. Because that's literally what it says. He just read it to you. He just read you the Hadith. So do you disagree with the Hadith? Because.
But our Prophet, oh my goodness.
It literally says, he just read it to you. So if you're against that, then you're a better person.
Some hadiths can be. I'm not saying that one's fabricated, but some of them can be fabricated.
Okay,
I'm not.
Do you think that one is that we just read you right now?
I actually don't know because I've never heard that hadith before. I actually don't know.
Okay, it's in the Quran. It's verse 2-217, 4-89, and 16-016. All condemn apostasy as a grave sin leading to hellfire. And they specify that God's punishment for those are the ones that are cited in the ones that I just read to you, the hadiths. So that's the problem I have, is I understand that there could be extreme interpretations of religions. We see that in Christianity and Judaism, but the own religious texts don't state that. That's why I have a problem with Islam, because the fundamental text of it advocate for it to be a violent, essentially, religion.
I'm not going to dig myself into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard because you're a nice person, and unfortunately,
but again,
the religion you follow says really violent things.
The fundamental teachings of Islam is, I think, it's not, I'm not treating someone differently because they're Muslim, they're not Muslim. I think that someone should not be, should not have a punishment for leaving the religion. What you're showing me, it's like you're trying to say that, oh, here, look, Islam is just violent overall.
Quran 9:5. Fight and slay the pagans wherever you find them and seize them, beleaguer them, and lie in wait for them in every stratagem of war.
So guys, let me quickly take you through some of the headlines on the social media. There is a Fulani man who is saying that, let me read out the headline. It says, even airline business is private business, yet government builds the airport. Macban, Nigeria President Baba Othman Ngelzama respond to critics who say cattle rearers should take full responsibility for their livestock and leave government out of it. In this borderline exclusive conversation with Ireti Bakare Yusuf, the full interview drops Monday 6th on YouTube, Monday 6 p.m. on YouTube. So the Fulani man was saying that the government builds airports for airline owners. Why can't the government help the Fulani? So guys, these people gradually left their countries. They are mostly not Nigerians. Just that they were fortunate to have been, their parents came in here and gave birth to them. And now they are telling the Nigerian people how to use their money. Now, let me read some comments. Like this person here said, Northern governors should pool resources together and build their ranches instead of spending billions on hash that has and add no value to development or growth. Hash equals zero benefit. Northern pocketicians need to change their mentality and mindset. They need to grow and be mature. Tinubu is giving so much money to governors, and still the governors don't even know what to do with so much in their hands. Look at the mentality of these Fulanis. Do these people do the people in aviation business use the airport for free? This makes sense. Don't they pay huge taxes? Do those in road transportation business don't pay taxes? Don't they buy tickets and permits? These Fulanis are not just terrible, they are wicked. Okay, the government gives you nothing for free. The airport you are using, you pay big money to them, but Fulani wants the government to build it for them for free, and then they will not even have anything to pay. They should just say the government should build ranches. They come and rent. That's exactly what the airport owners, the airline owners are doing. Government build those facilities. They rent it. They pay for those services they get from the government. And this person, the airline are paying rent. I'm sure you are planning to use the government facility for free. Otherwise, why have you not been buying feed for your cattle, but you would rather take them into people's farm to eat their crops, honestly? Airlines are paying rent. I'm sure you are not planning to use the government facility for free. And here it is, Nigerians are not against you carrying your cattle all over the country. We are against you straying into our farm and eating up our crops and killing the owners of the farm. So don't come here pretending you've got an idea how the whole problem started. I don't think there is anything wrong fundamentally if the government provides ranches all over the country. In fact, I concur that government must provide the ranches. Meanwhile, the government must ensure that there's a total ban on movement of cows on food anywhere in the country. Anyway, a ranch should be in your own village. Chimo, what quantum foolishness. Most of your airfare is not for the aircraft or aviation fuel. If it is for taxes and airport usage, these folks stuck in the Middle Age will use anything to justify their evil. Honestly. A lot of people are commenting under this post out of hate and not to understand things. Many Southerners don't think at all, and this is exactly the reason why we always outsmart them when it comes to power. You need to start thinking and not jumping into conclusion. This is a stupid thing. Airline pay huge taxes to the government. That is why they build these airports. Besides, the airports are in every country. Is every country's gateway. How much taxes does the headers pay to the government? Do they even pay tax? I don't think they pay anything. Me serve as Igbo man. I ready to buy ranches. So if the headers will rent and pay in due time, what an intellectual dishonest take. Mostly every road is government road, but government does not buy cars for everyone. Well, everyone who use the road, the government mustn't buy everything for you, especially for your business. Did government give or build poultry for farmers? Did government give free land for farmers? I think this is a good question. Does government build poultry? Why will government now come and build for them? The level of entitlement these people has is so annoying. Every airline pays to use airport. Government will build ranches today if the headers agree to pay to use those ranches. Very stupid talk. Simple. Some people and the way they reason because of their selfish reasons. So guys, these are Nigerians reacting to this Northerner who has come out to say that it is their right for the government, especially like the Tinubu's government, to build ranches for them, that they cannot just leave them like that. That after all, the government also builds ranches for, like, other like airline owners, that the government build ranches for them, and that there's no way the government can just leave them like that without also building ranches for them. So guys, these are Nigerians reacting to all this. Let me really know your take on this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.